A seed is a promise. To Mary Bursch with love. You know a lot about seeds. When you eat an orange, you see little white seeds inside. You've seen the seeds of other fruits too. Apples, pears, melons, grapes. Have you eaten peas or lima beans for dinner? Peas and lima beans are seeds. They are the seeds of vegetables. Have you ever bought flower seed packets in a store or fed grass seeds to a pet bird? Have you ever worn maple tree seeds on your nose or played tea party with the seeds of an oak? Do you know where all these seeds come from? All these seeds come from plants. And in every seed there is a promise. The promise that a new plant will grow. If you know what kind of plant a seed comes from, you know what it will grow into. A bean seed will grow into a bean plant. An orange seed will grow into an orange tree. But an orange seed will never grow into a lemon tree. How are seeds made? Most seeds begin inside flowers. Look at the center part of the flower. This is called the pistil. At the bottom of the pistil, there are tiny eggs. Now look at the parts around the pistils. These are called the stamens. They make a yellow powder called pollen. A grain of pollen must reach an egg cell to make a seed. Some flowers use their own pollen to make seeds, but most flowers use the pollen of other flowers. Bees and other insects carry pollen from flower to flower. Wind blows pollen through the air. A grain of pollen lands on the pistil of a flower. The pollen grain grows a long tube down into the pistil and joins an egg cell. A seed begins. Soon the flower starts to die. Its petals dry and fall. The flower dies, but inside the pistil, new seeds are growing. As the seeds grow, a pod or a fruit grows around them. The fruit protects the seeds. The fruit gets bigger and bigger. It gets riper and riper. The fruit breaks open. The seeds are ready to start new plants. Some seeds fall to the ground right next to the plant that made them. Other seeds travel. The seeds of violets and pansies shoot into the air. Milkweed and dandelion seeds ride silken strands into the wind. Some seeds have sturdy wings and let them glide on the wind or float on the water. Some seeds travel with the help of with your help or even your dog's. Their sharp little burrs hook into the clothing or fur. Not all of these seeds will grow into plants. Many things may go wrong. A seed may not land on good earth. It may land on a rock or in your house. A hungry bird or squirrel may eat it. But almost every seed starts out with a chance to grow. You can find out why. Soak a lima bean in water overnight. In the morning, let your mother or father help you cut the seed in half. Inside, you will see a tiny baby plant. There is a tiny baby plant curled up tight in every seed. This tiny plant can grow into a big plant. And as long as the tiny plant stays alive, there is a chance that the seed may keep its promise even after a very long time. Here is a true story about some seeds that grew after a very, very long time. One day in the cold north country of Canada, a miner was digging in the frozen earth. Deep down, he found some old animal burrows. Inside the burrows were some animal bones. Next to the bones were tiny seeds. The miner took the bones and seeds and showed them to some scientists. The scientists found out that the bones were the bones of little animals called lemmings. The bones were very, very, very old. Thousands and thousands of years old in prehistoric times. And the lemmings must have stored the seeds for food. Everyone wondered, could such old seeds still grow? Had the earth acted like the freezer in your refrigerator? Had it kept the seeds from spoiling? The scientists put the seeds on special wet paper and waited. 2 days later, this is what they saw. Some of the seeds had kept their promise. They had sprouted after thousands and thousands of years. In time, the seeds grew into healthy plants. The plants grew flowers. The flowers made new seeds, each with a promise of its own.